Building Ideas is proudly brought to you by the Master Builders Association.
Building ideas, lots of great ideas you really need to know. Building ideas, sit back, relax and enjoy the show.
The serenity. It is so beautiful down here. You might be thinking, where's down here? Well, we're down at Merino, and I have traded my high heels in for my gum boots, and we're going to have some fun today. We're actually on site, and this is not just any site. This is Alan Shepard's construction site, and very soon it's going to be transformed into a sensational home. And today we get to look at the behind the scenes. Alan and his professional team have been building some of South Australia's most luxurious homes for well over 40 years, and his building prowess is second to none. Whilst there are many builders who build magnificent homes, the thing that stands out to me when I visit an Alan Shepard built home is the attention to detail and the obvious care that's been taken during the entire building process. And this becomes even more obvious when you speak to Alan's clients, because there's so many people that have built with him more than once, which really speaks for itself. Whilst Building Ideas is about building and renovating, more often than not we show you the beautiful finished product. So we thought today we'd show you the nitty-gritty of what's actually involved in the process. Lots of earth moving, lots of machinery and lots of busy tradies doing their bit to transform a blank canvas into a masterpiece. One of the things Alan Shepard Construction specialise in is building on tricky sites, and regardless of its complexities, Alan and his crew will come up with the most cost-effective ways to enhance the nuances of your site to create your ultimate dream home. Sometimes it's hard to imagine exactly what can be achieved when you start with an empty block, and going from this to something like these sensational residences isn't always easy to picture. But it's a good idea to look at a variety of different styles of homes before you land on exactly what you want. And if you're not sure what you want, Alan's staff, including an in-house designer, architect and interior specialist, will be on hand to assist you and help you along the way. In fact, when you build a home with Alan Shepard Constructions, you'll be working with a great team who endeavour to create a home that's not only unique, but also built to the highest level possible. A little later we're going to have a chat with Alan and we're going to find out what makes his project so special. But right now, this is what else you can see on today's show. Andrew has another terrific product available from Rylock Windows and Doors. We'll hear about building site security thanks to Safe Work SA. And we're going to showcase a new home built by master builders Clareville Homes. I told you it was a great program. I'm going to go and find Alan, and while I do, it's over to Andrew, who has a fantastic segment on landscaping.
Once your building and renovation is completed, often the last and final step is to get your landscaping done. And we're really lucky in SA to enjoy a great Mediterranean climate, which is especially good if you're a keen gardener. You only need to go for a walk around your own neighbourhood to find at least one well-kept and well-maintained garden. And it's easy to see why a nice garden is a great way to complement your home. In many cases, people decide not to include landscaping in their building contract. But it's a good idea to do so because more often than not, when you get to the end of your building or renovation project, you'll find the money you originally set aside for landscaping has been used for other additional inclusions along the way. And so you end up with a fantastic new house, but a less than average dirt pit for your front or backyard. The type of garden you establish is completely a personal choice. It may reflect the era and style of your home, be a place to plant a profusion of colour, include a pool for family and friends, or be more of a relaxed, tranquil space. So a few weeks ago, we worked with a beautiful ridgeback called Chesky, and today I've got a rabbit called Maisie. But we're not here to talk about rabbits, we're here to talk about gardens. And this is a sensational organic fruit and veggie garden. And because it's been well designed and it's starting to get established, it's going to double as a terrific eye-catching feature as well. Now, there's nothing better than being able to harvest your own fruit and veggies, and they always taste better than store-bought. Want some? Like with most things, knowing where to begin can be a bit of a challenge. That's why it's a good idea to think of your garden as another room of your home. That way you'll be able to establish what type of mood and style you want it to have, and what it'll be used for most. Think of who will be using the garden and how. Consider adding different levels, water features, statues, raised planter beds, some seating areas, and other possible features. Lighting is also important if you're planning on using the space at night time. Also give some thought to our changing seasons and how the garden is going to look in the height of summer as opposed to winter. A well-maintained garden can take up a lot of time and energy. So make sure you consider this before investing in a high-maintenance garden if you're time poor, unless of course you can afford to employ a gardener. Like with all things building and renovating, you need to always keep your budget in mind. So plan ahead and make sure that you implement a regular maintenance plan, just like you do with the rest of your home. Now, if you want a bit of guidance or just some more information, then talk to a master builder and they'll help you get on track. And you can do that by jumping on the website sabuildingdirectory.com.au.
Building ideas, handy hints, there's always something new.
There's so many things to think about when you're building or renovating, and one of the things that's surprisingly overlooked is site security. And I suppose it's not top of mind to think that someone potentially might enter your site premises and injure themselves, but the onus does lie with you if that happens. It's actually a South Australian regulation that where construction is carried out at a workplace, the site must, as far as reasonably practical, be secure from unauthorised access. And the best way to achieve this is by having a site fence installed. Your master builder will be able to help you with this, and it's actually your builder's responsibility to make sure they've addressed the issue of site security. But it's up to you to make sure your builder has a system in place.
So if you're in the process of building a new home, what you'd want to consider is asking the builder if he's taken into consideration the environment around the workplace. For example, if there's any schools, playgrounds, or even shopping centres. It's the builder's responsibility to actually make sure that that site is secured from unauthorised access. And if you're in the process of building an extension, you'd want to make sure that the builder is segregating that area to make sure that the children can't access that work environment.
So I guess that means it's in both your interests to ensure you've addressed the issue. In fact, it's everybody's responsibility to ensure a safe site, be it a workplace or your home.
The level of risk varies during the construction phase. For example, at the beginning of a construction phase, there may be an excavator on site, so there is a potential of being struck by that excavator or even falling into an excavation. And then during the later part of the construction phase, there may be a scaffold around that site, so there is a risk of somebody climbing the ladder and falling off the scaffold. There have been, in the past few years, a couple of incidents. One, for example, is when there was a group of children playing on a construction site where there was mounds of dirt and an excavation. 10-year-old boy ended up falling into that excavation and sustained serious internal injuries. So what we need to also always remember is children see these sites as playgrounds.
Well, it all makes perfect sense, really. While the level of risk will vary from site to site and job to job, with a little bit of management and preparation, a lot of injuries can be prevented. So just have a chat with your master builder about their site security system.
This is a brand new home built by award-winning master builders, Clairville Homes. And I'm going to show you what makes it and Clairville Homes so special. Clairville Homes was established in 2003. And it remains a family-owned and operated business. Creating beautiful homes is what it's all about for the dedicated team at Clairville Homes. They believe that every detail matters, right from the foundations through to the fixtures and final furnishings, and they guarantee that they'll be there to guide you every step of the way. Your home is the essence of your individuality, and it's a reflection of who you are and what you like. And because Clairville Homes is a custom home builder, every home they build, like this one, is carefully designed, planned, and fitted out to meet your requirements. In fact, you'll be assigned your very own build team who will be with you through the planning and construction phase, and they'll also help you select your fixtures and fittings. They'll actually work with you to ensure that you have a seamless build process right from day one, all the way through to the end when they hand you the keys to your brand new home. They'll help you develop your floor plans to create a home that's uniquely yours, and they'll take care of all the paperwork, including council applications and certification requirements. So whether it's the first time you're building or you've built a home before, Clairville Homes will take you through the building process step by step, so you'll know exactly what to expect and when at every stage of the building process. This stylish new home is a great example of their work. It's one of the more compact homes that they've built, and it incorporates some really good quality finishes, including porcelain tiles, Caesar stone bench tops, vaulted ceilings, and a great floor plan that encourages seamless open plan living in a relaxed yet stylish atmosphere. There are 3 bedrooms in total, with the main one boasting an oversized ensuite with a luxurious freestanding bar. I really love the look and feel of this house. It's a terrific example of what Clairville Homes can do for you. And actually, in a few weeks' time, Nicole is going to be hosting the show from one of their luxury homes. It's an absolute stunner and one that you don't want to miss. Now, if you want some more information or to see some of the other homes that Clairville Homes have built, then jump onto their website at clairvillehomes.com.au.
Building ideas, handy hints, there's always something new.
A little earlier in the program, I mentioned that I'd be catching up with a fellow TV host. I didn't actually say who it was, but I bet if I play a snippet of the tune, you'll guess it straight away. That's right, it's Cozzy. Cozzy is a born and bred South Australian who grew up on the Yorke Peninsula. He's a country lad who, after winning a radio competition on SAFM, has become a South Australian celebrity and heads up South Aussie with Cozzy, South Australia's only travel show. His aim is to inspire people to travel within South Australia, and he loves to promote our great state.
Have fun.
He and his wife Sam, as well as their 3 children, have just moved into their recently renovated home by Scott Salisbury Homes. Cozzy, loving your place. Congratulations.
Thanks.
You've got to tell me all about it.
Well, the wife decided that we would do some renovations, and at the start she was going to knock one room down. She's like, $50,000 bucks. That's all it's going to cost. Twist Mum got it done, and then...
Never believe the wife.
Oh, absolutely. And then for Valentine's Day, I said, why don't you up it to 100?
Yeah.
And then we thought, well, we're going to do it, we may as well do it. So we basically doubled the size of our house by this addition, and we just couldn't be more happy. We're stoked.
And I think it's lovely how you've left the original outside wall as part of the home as well, to expose that.
Yeah, definitely. We love old stories and character and stuff like that. So the floorboards came from the Julia Farr building, so they're sort of 100 years old, and the tables from the Sir Donald Bradman room when they pulled Adelaide Oval up. Oh. So I love all those kind of stories. So leaving part of the wall just kind of tapped into that history of Adelaide and this area.
Yeah. Now we've got to mention the fish tank.
Oh, glad you did.
That's a fish tank, baby. That's great.
Yeah, it had to be built inside the house, so it came in panels. And the glass alone, I had a look on the invoice for the glass, it's over half a tonne of glass,
wow.
16 mil thick, and the weight of the water inside, it's about, or just over 2,000 kilos, so 2 tonne of water.
So you'd have to do special footings at the bottom of that?
Yeah, yep, we did, yeah.
And now, you can actually change the lights in there too, can't you?
Yeah, it's like an ultimate boys toy. So it's like an app on your phone, and these lights are special lights that you can actually set thunderstorms with lightning, and you can change the different colours. So these fish in particular look really good under a bit of a blue light. So you can up the blue, or you can pull some red down.
So you can party in the fish tank?
Absolutely, or you can freak them out by moving it around.
Well done, and we love your show. It's so great that you promote South Australia, and why go away when you can have a good time in South Australia, really?
Oh yeah, well I'm pumped. I grew up in all the regions of South Australia and travelled really extensively when I was a young fella, and I come to the city and I was surprised that, only like 15% of people from Adelaide have been to Kangaroo Island, and Flinders Range is even less. So I kind of think it's cool to have my job just to show these people how cool these areas are, and the more people that travel in South Australia, the more jobs we create. So it's a bit of a winner.
Okay, well thanks, Cozzy. Lovely to see you. Cozzy really is a funny man, and the thing I love about him, he's just so passionate about South Australia. It's quite infectious. Another man who's very passionate about his trade is Alan Shepherd. Alan has an endless amount of energy and enthusiasm in relation to building, and one of his greatest joys is to turn his clients' ideas and visions into reality. He enjoys working on projects that offer challenges, and so often ends up building on sites that bring about great complexities. And here we are with the man himself, Alan. You are a very busy man, hard to track down. I think it's because you're always involved in every project you build. You must be exhausted.
No, not at all, Nicole. I love it, and I think it keeps me young, and I love getting up in the morning and coming out at these sites and see the progress.
Oh, well, I think it's great. And I'm really interested, what draws you to such complex projects?
Well, they're a challenge, of course, and this one's no exception. This is actually the third place we've built on these sites at Merino, and they all come from word of mouth, and it's good. I mean, some of the level sites are challenging too, but this one in particular is challenging.
Well, I know that once you build a beautiful home, everybody talks about it and then more people just want to build with you. It's a wonderful thing, word of mouth, isn't it?
Well, it is, and as I said, this is the third one, and these people are good friends with the place we actually won the sloping site of the year with just down the road.
Well, we'd love to have a chat with you. Are you happy to stick around a bit longer?
Yes, Nicole, it'll be a pleasure.
Great. Well, stay with us because after the break, Andrew's got an interesting story about windows and doors with Rylock.
Building ideas, handy hints, there's always something new.
In earlier episodes, we saw some of the sliding and stacker doors that Rylock Windows and Doors have available. So this week, I thought we'd check out some of the other products that they also have. I've mentioned in the past that Rylock have been manufacturing windows and doors in Australia for over 30 years. That's an impressive achievement. They've also received a number of Australian Design Awards, and the fact that their products are developed internally, tested rigorously, and crafted locally means that the buck stops with them. It also means that they ensure that they get it right every time. The SG series is a collection of custom-made, high-performance single-glazed windows and glass doors. And with a sleek and slender profile, they're extremely well suited to contemporary homes and styles like this one. The SG series incorporates low E-glass, which is great for thermal efficiency, and they're available in the entire range of windows and doors, ranging from fixed light windows, awning, casement, and horizontal sliding windows. And the doors are available in sliding, stacker, hinged, and bifold varieties, so you're bound to find a type to suit your new home or addition. And with 25 powder-coated colours, including 17 ColourBond hues to select from, you won't have any troubles finding the right one to complement your home. The team at Rylock understands how important it is to have the right windows and doors installed, and their consultants are trained to provide comprehensive information in relation to solar orientation, energy efficiency, and style. Windows and doors make up a significant component of your home, so they're an aspect that you want to get right. You also want them to last the test of time, and Rylock offer a 6-year manufacturing warranty on all their windows and doors, which is a nice little bonus. For more information, have a look at their website at rylock.com.
It really is incredible the impact that stylish windows and doors can have on your new home or renovation, and the ones in the Rylock range really are sensational. Now we're back at Merino, and this is the site of the Alan Shepherd construction team. On completion, this site will be transformed into a luxurious 4-bedroom home. It'll include some of the most contemporary and stylish fixtures and fittings and turn one family's dream into a stunning reality. For many people who haven't built a home or undertaken major renovations before, understanding building plans can be very confusing, which is why you need a master builder like Alan Shepherd Constructions to guide you through the entire process. Alan has been a master builder for many years, so it's little wonder he's been the recipient of so many building awards and accolades. He focuses on detail and ensures his clients are happy throughout the entire building process. In all the years we've chatted with your clients, they love you. You're doing something right. You're doing everything right.
Well, we like to think so, and of course it helps when you've got very good trades like we've got, and they've been with us a lot of years, and that makes my life easy, and it gets to have a good result generally.
Well, I wouldn't say anything you do is easy though. The challenges and the sophistication, I mean, look at this site here. This would have been very difficult.
Well, this one is a little bit difficult in as much as it's got about a 15-metre fall from one end to the other, and it's very close to the boundaries, and it's a challenge, but I enjoy those challenges.
You do, don't you? Well, you've been doing it a long time, and I suppose over the many years you've seen lots of difficult things and you just get your head around it.
Well, I do, and our construction manager, Darren Osborne, he loves the challenges as well. So we've got him involved and he works very hard on these sites as well. So all in all, the clients are happy. We meet them a lot and weekends, etc. And I think that helps to get the referral.
Well, thanks, Alan. We could chat about this all day, but it is nearly time for us to go. So let's have a look what's on next week's show. We'll be hosting the program from DeCellis Homes. We'll hear the latest from Phil Mary Homes. We'll have another great celebrity homes and buildings of note segment. And we'll have all the latest updates about the Oban upgrade. It's going to be another great show and I look forward to seeing you then. And in the meantime, if you'd like to look up any more information about Alan Shepherd's homes, you can look him up on the web, alanshepherd.com.au. And I think when this one's finished, we might have to call it Bonnie Doon. See you next week.
Building ideas, handy hints, there's always something new. Building ideas, lots of great ideas you really need to know. Do-do-do-do. Building ideas.
Building Ideas proudly brought to you by the Master Builders Association.